The Salesforce Administrator Certification Practice Test course is currently the featured course under IT certification. So if you go to udemy.com and go to IT and software and go to the section for IT certification, you'll see my course listed here. And that contains 3 full Salesforce Administrator Certification time tests. And these contain 60 questions each, and that's a total of 180 questions. And so a little bit about me just real quick. My name's Mike Wheeler. I have 6 Salesforce certifications. I'm the founder of Mike Wheeler Media, LLC. And you can see my profile here. And after thousands of Udemy surveys, students have answered that they're learning valuable information and that the explanations of the concepts are clear and that I'm knowledgeable on the topics that I'm teaching over 99.6 to 99.9% of the time. They're answering yes to that. You can see I've got over 16,000 students and approaching 4,500 reviews. So the course in question here is Salesforce Administrator Certification Practice Tests. So if you go to this course, you actually get these practice tests that you can launch. And it gives you the parameters here of 60 questions, and these are timed as well. These are the only practice tests that I know of that I've found that are timed. And also it can give you a overall score and section level feedback. I'll show that here in a moment. Here's some of the parameters. You can pause the test. You can also retake it at a later time. There's a progress bar to show you where you're at in the process. You can mark questions for later review, and that's much like the actual exam as well. And you can see your results immediately. And so when you're ready to start the test, you just click Begin Test. And this launches you into the first practice test. You see the progress bar here. We're on question 1 out of 60. This will give you a preview of one of the questions, and that reads, the company information screen in the company profile section of Salesforce displays important information regarding your Salesforce organization. Which of the following are items that are accessible and displayed from the company information screen in Salesforce? This is a multi-select question, and it says to select 3. And so if we're trying to figure out which are available from the company profile section on the company information screen, we're going to answer this question here. And then you can click to go to the next question, or you can mark for later review by clicking here. Let's go to the next question. And so then you just progress through onto the next question. And here's the next question on this practice test. And so you can pause the test if you've got to step away. Sometimes it's unrealistic to be able to devote a full 90 minutes nonstop. So you can pause and resume the test. And then the thing that I want to show as well is the results when you're done. And so if you complete the test, and here's your attempt 1, for example, and it shows 65% required to pass. And in this example, I made 95% and got 57 out of 60 questions correct and did that in 25 minutes. And you can review the questions as well, but I wanted to show the knowledge areas. I've weighted this exam based on the 15 knowledge areas in the exam guide, and the exam guide shows the weighting of each of these sections, and so I figured out how many questions should be in each section. And so you see here organization setup, chatter, etc., and you can see how you do in each section. You notice I missed the one question for global user interface. And then for security and access, it looks like I got 8 out of 9, but the rest I aced, which isn't bad, but considering I wrote the test, I'm kind of surprised I missed a few. But this course has been getting really good reviews. It's been out now a little under a month, and there's over 600 students that have enrolled, and it's sitting at a 4.8 out of 5 stars rating and reviews. So it's been very well received. And so what you can do as well is you can review the questions, and you can see the attempt. You can see the different questions, and you can see what you got correct or what you got incorrect. And then as well, I include an explanation for each question and answer pair. And so this is very helpful for people in order to provide further details on why answers are correct or incorrect. And whenever possible, I provide links to the source for the official help documentation from Salesforce that I'm pulling a lot of this information from. And so just rest assured as well that this is not the actual questions on the exam. This is not a certification dump, but this is to test your knowledge and understanding of the different knowledge areas here, which you can also review by knowledge area. So if you want to just segment just the security and access questions, you can see those as well, or go to all questions, and you can see all those correct or incorrect or skipped, for instance, or those marked for later review. So if you're looking to test your knowledge on the Salesforce Administrator exam and want to be sure that you're ready to test, I highly encourage you to enroll in my Salesforce Administrator Certification Practice Test course today.